Feelings, we've grown up with them and we thought of them as nothing more than something that just happens within our brains. Nothing more than just emotions that came out of nowhere. Although that raises many psychological, philosophical and scientific questions, we cannot negate the doubt that they did not just come out of nowhere. And dopamine, the one that we'll be focusing on today, it's a chemical equations that happen within the brain that goes with happiness, success, gladness, and all the synonyms that go along with that, in order to show how emotions, and some emotions in the humans, can just derive from a chemical that happens in the brain, and that makes everything happen. Even from anger, sadness, love, pleasure, all that is just a chemical equation within our brain, although more complex than just that description on it. We're gonna be doing dopamine, the one that goes with happiness and gladness. Dopamine was first synthesized in 1910 by George Bargel and James Elwell, although it was only in its purest form that it was found at the time, until 47 years later that it was found by Kathleen Montague in the brain. And at the time it was only thought that it was a gateway for other chemicals that go into the brain doing different tasks. However, now we know that it is an actual neurotransmitter that is in the brain, and it makes your feelings of happiness cross across your body, from butterflies in your stomach to just a smile on your face that comes out naturally. Just as well, dopamine can be used to counteract other emotions, such as anger to happiness when your friend does something bad to you, and within the matter of minutes they do something good to you, so you're not mad at them anymore. As we can see in the video right now, we can see the person that gets her juice dropped by a stranger that was into her. Obviously that conjures up anger. However, when her friend comes along and gives him his juice, then all of a sudden there's a feeling of happiness, and pretty much the anger is forgotten. So that is the effect of dopamine in the brain coming into effect due to the friend doing something nice. Just as with the topic of dopamine counteracting other reactions that make anger and opposite emotions, dopamine can also be counteracted. Say for example, in a bad relationship there is a breakup. There is a person who broken up who is more than likely feeling glad and relaxed that this bad relationship has ended up, and the other person which is angry that it ended up not according to their terms. That is a reaction of how the dopamine gets counteracted by the other chemical going within the brain, and that is shown as the next video above, where the person that has broken up with the person is glad that this relationship has ended. However, the other one can be seen with a mix of emotions of either anger or sadness, or maybe a mix of both.
Hey.
Hey.
I need to have a serious talk with you.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
So yesterday I was hanging out with my friend after school, and he told me he likes me, and it turns out that I've been crushing on him.
Are you kidding me? Why?
Because he is so nice and he's not jealous like you, and I think it's just better if we break up.
Well, I don't want to break up.
We need to break up because I kissed him. We kissed and it meant something to me. And at this point, I don't want to hurt you, and I just think it's better if we break up. I'm sorry, goodbye.
Are you kidding me? You are.
Dopamine has also reactions that cannot be induced either artificially or within a century standards that the human body has. However, there is a sense of happiness, for example, which humans can sense upon themselves, which is making yourself happy by either going to your happy place or thinking about something that makes you happy, that brings that emotion up to you instantly. However, there are other emotions such as success, which cannot be brought upon you that easily, such as when running and you're falling behind, however you end up winning in first place. That is an emotion that is brought up upon a dopamine, that it gives an overwhelming reaction which cannot be reached in any other way, by either getting an artificial drug within your system or by just thinking about something that makes you have success. It's just something that happens within your brain, and there are no limits to when it can be induced or how it can be induced. Finally, dopamine can also be used as a medicine, although not in its purest form, which is the one that was synthesized, but it has to be mixed with another chemical, hydrochlorine, for example, that can be used to treat Alzheimer's and get a suitable treatment within it for a person, which although is not a long effect cure within it, it can be treatable and it can reduce the effects of forgetfulness, such as in the video you'll see next.
Hi David, I am sorry to inform you that I have diagnosed you with Alzheimer's and there is no cure currently.
What?
I have diagnosed you with Alzheimer's, however there's a treatment and it's dopamine hydrochloride and you have to take 2 pills every day.
Hey, look, Uncle. Everything's gonna be alright.
Nothing's gonna be alright. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm sorry to inform you.
Your bill.
Hey Jimmy. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, you remember?
So that is dopamine, a chemical that just goes beyond what any other chemicals that we shall see in everyday life is. This not only controls your emotion, but it can control your way of thinking, your way of knowing someone, and the way of acting around others.